It is President Cyril Ramaphosa's first meeting as co-chair of the Global Commission, a meeting that has brought together labour, business and governments to draft a report on how to respond to the changing structure of the workforce. This while the quest for higher wages continues.
The share of wages in the wealth produced is in massive decline. South Africa is one of the most unequal countries in the world. If you could lift that wage share up through collective bargaining, through labour market institutions, it will give you another growth spurt. It's time for the suffering of the working people to end.
While in South Africa, the protest against the wage gap between black and white has been an ongoing struggle, a new battle is being waged globally: the income disparity between males and females.
As part of things like the United Nations guiding principles and business responsible conduct, this may be elements that we may need to integrate into our thinking and also integrate into very proactive policy making, and maybe in certain instances do what the French are now doing with these inequalities between men and women, for instance, where the French are actually going as far as taking huge clampdown, because the law has always provided that you may not have this inequality and these disparities. But now if you fail to comply, the French are actually taking it to court and you have penalties.
The French government recently announced a 1% penalty of the wage bill of companies who fail to fix the salary gap. While South Africa has nothing of the sort, it is introducing a minimum wage, which the Labour Minister Mildred Oliphant hopes will be implemented before the end of the year. And another question arises, which is topical at the Global Commission. What about the people in informal employment?
As long as you are classified as a worker, you are going to be part of the national minimum wage. And as we speak, the Department of Trade and Industry is busy dealing with the issues on how we have to progress to the formal work, because the informal sector itself has not been supported by government structures. So we are coming up with the policy on how we're going to support those people who are in the informal sector in order to transit to the formal sector. It's one of the ILO convention.
The next meeting of the Commission is scheduled for November. Aldrin St. Pierre, SABC News, Geneva, Switzerland.